What's up, guys? Welcome to my little home studio. You can call it that. I'm J. Wilson. I am a solo artist. I produce, I sing, songwrite, used to make content full-time when I was a kid. Like, I'm trying to get back into it because
I don't know. It used to be a really fun thing for me.
So hopefully I can find my way back to that. I just finished my first semester at Berklee. There's a lot that I loved about my semester. There's a lot that I didn't like about my semester. I made a lot of beautiful connections, friends. I also met someone. I got to perform a lot this past semester. Oh, my bad. Did I say semester? I meant first year. I just finished my first year at Berklee. I think I said that. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Guys, I haven't made a video in a long time. I go to school for production, and this is not just any production degree. A lot of people think that music degrees are useless, and in a lot of ways they can be, but a Berklee production degree gets you premier studio access, it gets you connections into the industry, basically plants you right there where you need to be right away. So, I think I kind of set myself up right there for success. So yeah, I just finished my first year. I got into their music production engineering program. So that is what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 years of school. My first year at Berklee. So because I wasn't in the major yet, I wasn't doing anything major related for the most part. First semester, I took this intro to music production and engineering class that technically I did not need because I've been producing for the past 10 years. But it was a nice class because we got to actually make music in the class. We got to share music with everybody, which was really fun. The professor was really cool. And then I took him again this past semester for my accelerated Pro Tools class. That program is hell. Pro Tools is hell. But I took a class, now I know how to use it. So first semester was really lit. It started off really great. I did their pre-orientation program called BSI. So I met a lot of beautiful Black people at Berklee right off the bat. Very much needed. Literally the second day I was there, I made 2 of the closest friends I'm ever gonna have. I'm literally living with them this September. We have an apartment we're moving into, which is really cool because I've actually been like thinking about living in Boston, going to school in Boston since I was in 8th grade. And now I just finished my first year at Berklee in Boston and I'm gonna be living in my own apartment. That's like crazy manifestation to me. Like, y'all, if you don't believe in manifestation, I fear you're missing out because everything that I have achieved so far in the past year has been the product of like tireless efforts working and manifesting all of this shit. And I still have so far to go. So just know, believe in something because something's up here. The stars are aligning in ways that I don't think just happen. And it's okay if you don't, because I'm not here to
it take you that long?
You know,
It does.
do what you want. This is supposed to be a free country. Yeah, Berklee's fun. Let's talk about some of the good things. I actually did this video already, like while I was at Berklee, like a few months ago. Completely forgot to edit it. The footage is sitting on my computer somewhere. I'll probably intercut some of it. Dorms, they're there. I lived in 270 Commonwealth for my first year. And if you went to Berklee, going to Berklee right now, you probably have heard a little something about 270 Commonwealth. It's far. It's one of the furthest dorms from the rest of campus, like the center of campus. There's 150 Mass Ave, 160 Mass Ave, which is the main cafeteria dining hall, and there's 1140 Boylston Street. Those are the big 3 buildings. And then there's all the other buildings on Mass Ave and Boylston. 270 Commonwealth is the dorm that is 10 minutes away from all of them. And I lived there for my first semester, so that was great. I was never on time to my first class of the day. I think that the last time I was on time to my ear training class in the beginning of the year for my 9 a.m. ear training. And then I was on time a couple of times in the beginning of the semester. Maybe the first 3 classes for my 11 a.m. training. I tend to miscalculate every day. I've yet to figure out a system that stops this from happening. Trust me, I'm working on it. But I've yet to figure out a system that makes me leave on time with enough time to like get there before the class starts. But my apartment is literally like, it's gonna be like so close to campus. It's gonna be no big deal. I'll be on time to class every day, guys. Yes! One thing I will say is 270 had a beautiful community. I think I've made some of the best connections I'll ever have just from living in 270. I miss my roommates. Harry and Frankie, you're probably not watching this because I'm probably not sharing this with anybody. And also Wyatt made the first year so incredible. But if you're watching this, love you. If you're not, it's okay. Just know that I love them. Oh, the sun is out. 270 is fine. It has a kitchen, 2 huge lounges, and then a lounge on each floor. Like, if anything, 270 had the best community on campus. Like, we didn't all know each other, but like most people knew each other. We'd see each other a lot. We had each other's backs. Like, you know the vibes. Wow, this lighting. The dorming situation, great. I actually brought this entire setup to Boston. I brought my monitor, brought my keyboard, and I brought my actual keyboard. trackpad, mouse, computer, literally everything that's on my desk right now I brought to Boston. I brought my bedroom to Boston. As I accumulated more stuff while I was in Boston, I brought it back here. So basically, like, I don't know why I brought that up. I just felt like sharing that's what I did. The equipment is what matters to me. That's what my major is for. I'm not here to look and dress fancy every single day. Although when I dress myself, I do dress well-ish, I think. I'd like to think. I don't know if it's true. Somebody please fact check that. And then I was living there. I recorded 2 EPs while I was there. One called J World and one called Boy Back Home. All on streaming right now by J. Wilson. Go check it out. I have been getting very good feedback from everybody I know about them. So I think it's worth checking out. I actually had an industry A&R tell me he really liked my song, Boy Back Home. And he was from Republic Records too, so maybe that might be saying something. I also performed in a couple of shows. Berklee has a lot of shows in their performance center, Berklee Performance Center. First semester it was Coldplay. I didn't know what was happening, so I didn't audition. And then second semester it was Pink, and I did audition for that and I got in. I honestly didn't know anything about Pink when I auditioned. Still don't really know much about Pink. She is a phenomenal vocalist and songwriter. Me and my friend Mia, we sang 2 ballad songs, Love Me Anyway and Anywhere Away From Here. The video's up on my music channel if you want to check it out. By the time we got to second semester, because that's when that show was, I was juggling that, and I also joined Berklee's Pitch Slapped a cappella group. If you don't know about them, they're really incredible. They have a very, very comprehensive resume of accolades and awards from the past 20 years that they've been around. Baritone 1, I do have a solo. I don't know when I'm posting this. The video is probably out now. If it's not, it will be out soon. I am very happy with how much I've been able to perform and work this semester doing what I actually love. I feel like in high school, I kind of was forced to take time away from other things that were deemed more important by other people in order to do what meant the most to me, which was creating my own art to share with the world. I was one of those like high school students that never had time to do anything. I was either in class, at drama club, at track practice, just doing something. I was always doing something that wasn't just like living and like being free. And so my grades suffered a little bit as a consequence, but that's mostly due to other mental health issues and whatnot. We don't have to get into that in this video. Now that I get like all of my, I still almost have no free time. I still almost had no free time until I got back home for summer break. But at least most of my time was spent doing what I actually loved doing what I was forcing time out of my schedule to do in high school. Singing all the time. I'm producing all the time. I'm writing all the time. And studying music, my one true passion. It's been very therapeutic being at Berklee, being able to spend this much time on something that I actually love doing, and feeling like I have a purpose, because the positive feedback, girl, not that I do it for anybody else, but it is nice to know that other people like your art. The goal is to make the world like my art. So I don't know, I fear like other people's opinions hold a certain value to me. I guess because I never plan any video out that I make ever, I guess I'll just go into like tips for Berklee if you're a prospective student. Number 1, don't expect opportunities to find you. You have to search for them. Opportunities arise when you put yourself in front of them. The opportunities are 100% there. You just have to look for them. I just said the same thing 3 different ways. We have places like the Career Center. We have professors that have been in the industry. Research your professors. Know which ones have been where, because that is very, very important in getting you the places that you want to be. Number 2, you don't have to have all your shit together, but get your shit together. You will find very quickly that college, in general, I don't think it's just Berklee that's like this. Expect college to be like a second high school. Don't fall into that trap. Do not let the drama overtake your life. Do not let people who don't deserve your energy suck the energy out of you. You need to learn how to keep the right people around you, avoid drama, how to stay focused, and make sure that your determination and your drive overpower any sort of drama that any other person tries to bring into your life. Get a grasp of what's right and what's wrong, and make sure that you stand by those values when you're in college. That's not to say to close your mind. You also need to be very open-minded when you get to college, because there are people who come from many different walks of life, people from below the poverty line, from way above the poverty line. It's definitely important to keep your mind open. It's definitely important to have as many different kinds of friends as possible. When I see groups of just one type of person, and if you look like me, you know exactly what I'm talking about, I usually steer clear. I either am going to feel alienated around them, or they're not going to understand a lot of things about my life experience if I share that with them. It creates an echo chamber when you're only friends with one type of person, and that's never good. My year was very, in terms of drama and mess, very, very clean. I literally did not find myself in a single bit of, maybe like one time in my friend group, but it wasn't entirely related to me. I think it's also important to remember that sometimes it's not drama, sometimes it's an actual problem that needs to be solved, and knowing the difference between the two is also very important. I definitely think that made very good choices throughout the entire year when it comes to that. Just be aware of that. Be mindful. What else? Yeah. Oh, go to class. Everybody has things going on. I of all people understand that. I had so much shit going on in high school. And I also understand that people have a lot more shit than me going on. They still made it to class. Go to class. It's gonna help you so much in the long run. If you end up feeling like Berklee's not the place for you, like feel that after you've done the work to make sure that Berklee's not the place for you. Because if you decide that Berklee's not the place for you after not having tried, after not having passed your classes because you didn't do what you need to do to pass, so much of this school is about trying. It was too many people that kept making excuses for themselves who had no reason to not be going to class and to not be putting in the work that they're paying so much money to do. Tuition just got raised 3% from $85,000. I didn't have to pay all that. I got a scholarship. But if you're paying all that money just to not take advantage of your resources, it's not my business and I'm not judging. I kind of am. It'd be inaccurate to say I don't judge because I am a human and humans do that. But I genuinely do think that it's very sad when people don't put in the effort into something that they work or somebody else worked really hard for them to be able to do. And now I am speaking from experience right now. The thing is, this is only coming after they haven't reached out and other people have noticed that something was going wrong and they haven't taking the help. You can't force somebody to take your help. You can't force somebody to succeed. If you're struggling, reach out. There are resources there that are either low cost or free. Berklee has free therapy for at least the first 2 sessions. And if you have insurance, they'll help you find somebody in your network. If you don't have insurance, then that's a whole other issue that you'd have to deal with some other way. And it's unfortunate. But it's better to have gone down fighting for your way than to have gone down not fighting at all. Go to class, do your work, make your art. At least do one of the 3. If you're not doing any of the 3, I'm gonna be like, why are you here? But if you're at least either you're there taking advantage of facilities that we have, making your art, or you're going to class and doing the work and trying, like then you're making use of the money that you're paying to be there. And third of all, I still have yet to master this time management. Learn how to manage your time real quick because they have you do a lot. The workload is rough at Berklee. It's more than any other college. I've talked to so many people. I have friends at BU. I have friends at Northeastern. Nobody's workload is as rough as it is at Berklee. I definitely think it is very important that you learn how to manage your time because you're not only doing schoolwork, you're also doing your own art, you're also practicing, you're also living life and being human. It's very important that you stay connected to your humanity while you're at school because you will start to feel like a robot at some point. Make sure that you take time for yourself. All of this is a result of time management. And then 4, have fun, which is kind of ties into the last thing I just said. Like, take time for yourself to have fun. Go to parties. I personally have learned that I don't like parties, but the only way I learned that is by going to them and having shitty times. So go to parties. Try to have fun with your friends. If it ends up that you don't like that, that's fine. Like, just adjust your life accordingly. You're at college. That's the one place where it's not that hard to do that. So that's my year at Berklee in a nutshell. I kind of said a lot without saying anything. Maybe that's false. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Bruh. I have no idea if that video just saved because I got a call. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Did I say anything? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if I did. And I'll be posting more videos just like this one at some point. I don't know when. There's no upload schedule yet. If this video catches on, maybe it catches on. Maybe I'll post more. I'm home for 5 months until I move back into my apartment, God willing, that we don't end up staying home for another pandemic. Thank you so much for watching this video. If there's any questions about Berklee, I'd be happy to answer them. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time with another video. That's the outro I used to say on my music channel when that was my main vlog channel. I'll see you guys next week with another. I'll see you guys sometime with another. Next time, sometime next whatever. I'll see y'all. Bye.